So I've realized something about life and I want to share it with you. And I want to start it off with a story. So my career, my background is in finance and financial planning to be exact. Now, when we would meet with a client, a lot of times the client would say, I want you to invest my money. I have $100,000. I want you to invest it. Or I have $250,000. I want to invest this. And as a financial planner, the goal was, hey, do what is in the best interest of the client, right? And a lot of times it was not in the best interest of the client to invest their money. A lot of times what was in their best interest or what the client needed was they needed a financial plan. They needed a true comprehensive financial plan, financial strategy that accounted for more than just investing. The problem that I found was just about every single time, I could literally say about 18 times out of 20, this would make people walk away. They didn't want to do the financial plan. All they wanted was someone who would talk to them about what they want. Now, there's something very interesting that happened during this time. Let me explain it. Someone like myself who would be trying to show the client what they need and help them be successful, they would walk away. They would go find another person, another advisor who would see what they want and would tell them lies. Say, I can do this for you and I can do that and I can get you this type of return. And those lies tickled their ears. And so because those lies tickled their ears and they were so focused on acquiring pleasure, they were so focused on acquiring their wants, that not only did they end up not having what they wanted, they also didn't have what they needed. What is my point in that? My point is this. I found myself at a time in my life where I got to make a point right here. And so there's this saying in the industry that says, give a person what they want so that you can give them what they need. I'm going to say that again. Give a person what they want so that you can give them what they need. In other words, if I would have said, hey, Mr. Client, let's go ahead and invest your money, but while your money's being invested, we're going to take care of that. I want to make you a financial plan. If I would have given them what they wanted, the relationship could have been established with me, the person who was not going to lie to them, the person who was not going to do them wrong, the person who was going to have their best interest in mind. If I would have given them what they wanted, then I could have given them what they need. And as that relationship with them and myself would have deepened, and as I communicated, sir, ma'am, this is what you need, they would have no longer wanted what they thought they wanted. They would have wanted what they actually need. Now, that sounds confusing, but let me show you what I mean and how I believe God allows that to play out in the life of a believer. I always wanted to have a good career. I always wanted to make a certain amount of money. I always wanted all these different things, right? And I end up moving to a new firm and I got everything that I wanted, right? It was like, yo, I got this, I got that. Great. I wanted it. And I got what I wanted, only to find out that's not what I needed. And what I wanted is actually making me miserable. And I believe that sometimes God will allow us to have the things that we're asking for, because see, a lot of times the things that we ask for is what we want. That's why God says, seek ye first the kingdom of the Lord and all of its righteousness, and all of these shall be added unto you. And the these are the needs that you have. And I believe as a believer that when we focus on what we want, when we go to God and we ask him for what we want, when we ask God for our pleasures, I believe sometimes he'll give it to us so that when we have all of these things that we ask for, all of the wants, we'll realize, hey, I'm not fulfilled. And it's not that I'm unfulfilled because I don't have a relationship with Christ. It's I'm unfulfilled because I'm not walking in the way God's designed me to walk. I'm unfulfilled because I haven't sought the kingdom of God to do that thing that he's called me to do, to be who he's called me to be, to abide in him the way he's called me to abide. And so sometimes I believe God will give us what we want so that he can give us what we need. Because see, as long as we are so narrow-mindedly focused on acquiring what we want, we'll push God out the way. I don't have time to pray. I don't got time for God. I don't got time to go to church because I'm trying to go get this. I'm trying to go get these things that I want. I'm trying to go get this man that I want. I'm trying to go get this woman that I want. And she wants to go out on Sunday. I'm trying to go be with these friends that I want because I feel lonely my whole life and I need relationships. So we'll go out there chasing everything that we want, only to realize that when we get it, we're unhappy, we're miserable because we're missing what we need. It's almost like a kid. My children want cake. They want cookies. They want ice cream. They need vegetables. They need protein. They need a balanced diet. If I give them what they want, they will become sick of it. And they'll come to me and say, Dad, why do I feel so bad? Dad, why does my stomach hurt? And then I can say, well, I gave you everything you want because when I told you what you needed, you didn't want to listen to me. So I gave you what you want for you to realize and understand and perceive that I've had your best interest in mind this whole time. And now I'm going to love you. I'm going to heal you. And I'm going to give you what you need. You see, my kids want to stay up all day and all night. They want to play video games all day and all night. That's what they want. What they need is they need to be outside. They need to socialize and learn how to build relationships. They need to learn how to share. And I believe that when we are believers and we have a relationship with God, sometimes God allows us to, as a father, to have what we want, to realize that, wow, God, I hate this actually. So that we can come back to him and say, I have everything I want, but I'm miserable. Why, God? And he can say, because I didn't create you for that. Now that you're ready to listen, I will show you what you need. And I will guide you. I will fill you with my peace. I will fill you with my wisdom. I will bring fulfillment to your life. So I would say if you've been praying for certain things that you want and you have what you want, but you feel stuck in this rut, maybe it's time for you to go to your Father and ask him, Lord, what do I need? I know I need you, but in this area of my life, in my career, what do I need? Where do I need to be? In this relationship, Lord, I know what I want, but what do I need? And I'll give you one more story. I'm married. I've been married for 10 years now. And I'm going to just be open with y'all. I'm going to be vulnerable with y'all. I'm going to give you one more example of this. I was really looking for a wife. And I was hasty. I was out there. I was thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I was thirsty, dog. And I was really looking for a wife, man. And I remember I would jump on just about any woman that said she was a Christian and pursue her. And it wasn't working out. And I remember coming to God. Oh, dude, this is true story. Look, this is good. This is going to wrap it up. This is good. I remember coming to God saying, God, you know I want a wife. And you know, sometimes we treat God the way our children treat us. We try to manipulate God, right? My daughter always try to manipulate me. She'll try to tell me something I said 7 days ago to try to get me to do something she want me to do today, right? That's how we do God. That's how I was doing God. I was like, God, well, you told me that you wanted me to be fruitful and multiply. You told me, you know, and I can't do that, God. I can't fulfill these needs without sinning against you. So I need a wife. I want a wife, God. I want a wife now. And I remember coming to God and I could just feel like the Holy Spirit was saying in my heart, have I not created you? And in my mind, I was kind of like, well, duh, yeah, you created me. And it was almost like, well, if I created you, don't you think I know exactly who you should be with and the type of woman you need so that you can be who I've actually created you to be? That's a pivotal moment. I wanted a wife. And because I wanted a wife, I was looking and I was almost down to go after any woman that was a believer that wanted to be married. If she looked good, she was a believer, I was down to go for it. You feel me? Because that's what I wanted. But as I'm praying to God and telling him, I want a wife and I want a wife now, God said, wait, have I not created you? So don't you think I know exactly who you need, the type of woman that you need? You're coming to me telling me you want a wife. And I'm telling you, wait, I'm going to give you the wife you need. See, two big different things. And I'm thankful to say that my wife is perfect. She is not perfect, but she is perfect for me. She is perfect for me because the way God created her fits me like a puzzle piece, like a glove, fits so well. The other women, if I would have got with them, who knows what would have happened, right? Who knows what would have happened? So think about the areas of your life where you're chasing your wants, or you already have your wants and you feel like something's missing or you're miserable. Go to your Father and ask him for what you need. All right, I'm out.